Today in fingerboard geometry, we're going to continue with caged triad arpeggios. This time we're going to place the one chord of the key in the A form and configure the other diatonic arpeggios around it. First, I will demonstrate some fingerings, and then we'll do some exercises. Here we go. I hope you enjoy it. So today in fingerboard geometry, we'll be continuing with our caged arpeggio studies. Today we'll be placing the one chord of the key in the A form. So if you haven't reviewed my caged arpeggio videos, you should go back and do that if you don't know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, let's continue. So the one chord in the key of C would be C. And we find our C here at the 3rd fret. And C at this area of the neck is in an A shape. So the arpeggio will be also in the A shape, and the octave pattern looks like this. So my one chord arpeggio starting from the 6th string, which is G here. This is the 5th of the chord, so I'm going to play the arpeggio from there. There's the root pattern. Here's the 5th. 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. So that's my C arpeggio. Now I'm going on to the 2 chord. That is D minor. The arpeggio shape is in the C pattern. Here is the root shape. So these are D's. And now I'm going to start the arpeggio from the 5th A. So 5, 1, flat 3, 5, 1, flat 3, 5. So that's D minor. Onto the 3 chord E minor. So here's the root pattern. This is a D form. So I'm going to play from the low flat 3 here. That's G. So minor 3rd, 5th, root, minor 3rd, 5th, root, minor 3rd. And now I'm on F. That's the 4 chord. So there's my octave shape again. This is the D form. I'm going to start from the low major 3rd here. That's A. So we have major 3rd, 5th, root, 3rd, 5th, root, 3rd. My 5 chord is G. So that's G, and the octave shape is an E form. So I'm going to play my arpeggio, 5 chord arpeggio G from the root here. 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1. Now on to the 6th chord. 6th chord is A minor, and here is the root shape. That is a G form. So this is the G form of an A minor arpeggio. Here we go. 1, minor 3rd, 5, root, flat 3, 5, root. And then we are on to the 7th chord, and the 7th chord is B diminished. Here's the root shape. This is an A form. We're going to start on the flat 5. That's F. So flat 5, root, flat 3, flat 5, root, flat 3, flat 5. And that would be the key of C. Let's try this in another key. Alright, now let's try this in the key of F. I'm at the 8th fret where my F chord looks like an A with a bar. And so my root pattern for an F arpeggio is this. That's the A form. So here's the 1 chord. The 2 chord has a C form. So that is going to be G minor. The 3 chord is in the D form. So that is A minor. The 4 chord is B flat, and that is also in the D form. The 5 chord is C. That's in the E form. The 6th chord is D minor in the G form. And the 7 chord is E diminished. That is in the A form. So that would be the key of F. Now that we've looked at the keys of C and F, let's get a look at the exercises. All right, for the exercises, we're going to continue pretty much doing what we've been doing, except that you can just kind of pick some random roots. You could use a musical die to do this, so you can randomly roll one of these and come up with a root, or you could just use the circle of fourths or fifths to do that. I'm going to demonstrate one key here in the explanation and then a couple more keys in the exercise part of the video. But let's just try the key of E. So the 1 chord in the key of E is E, and I'm going to be here in the A form. So you play the root pattern first, you play from the 6th string to the 1st string back to the 6th string, and then you just continue up the scale. So here's the 1 chord in E. 2 chord in E, which is F sharp minor. The 3 chord in E, which is G sharp minor. 4 chord in E, which is A. 5 chord, which is B. 6 chord, C sharp minor. And 7 chord, which is D sharp diminished. So those were the chords in the key of E. Let's get a look at the rest of the exercises. That's it for caged diatonic triad arpeggio fingerings with the 1 chord in the A form. I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music, and I hope to see you back on my channel soon.